Hey Cowboys Nation, let's go for another round of news from America's team. Watch until the end so you don't miss any news and sign up to stay tuned for everything that comes out about the Cowboys.
Cowboys former star RB in danger of being cut, writer says. Big-name Dallas Cowboys running back may be on the outside looking in by the time the regular season starts. Ezekiel Elliott, who will turn 29 on July 22nd, is one of 11 Cowboys veterans who are in danger of not making the roster. According to Cowboys Wire's KD Drummond, Ezekiel Elliott not making the roster would, by far, be the most surprising outcome of this year's training camp, but it can't be wholly dismissed. On July 8th, while there isn't another proven back on the roster, $1.6 million in guarantees isn't enough to guarantee a player a roster spot. Why Ezekiel Elliott will likely earn spot on Cowboys roster while the argument that Elliott's spot isn't guaranteed is mentioned. Drummond does stress that a lot would have to happen for the Cowboys to actually release the former star running back before the season starts. It also helps Elliott's case that Dallas doesn't exactly have a lot of proven depth on its roster outside of veteran free agent signee Royce Freeman. The Cowboys' other running backs are Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn, and Malik Davis, who have combined for a total of 157 carries during their careers. There would just have to be so much to happen for this to come to fruition, Drummond wrote. A lackluster running back room would have to have at least 3 players jump up and grab the coaching staff's attention, and even then, Elliott would have to have zero juice left in the tank, because his intelligence alone makes him a worthwhile stash even if he wasn't a regular part of the rotation. Why Cowboys have a need for Ezekiel Elliott? The Cowboys initially parted ways with Elliott during the 2023 offseason, cutting their starting running back to save money on the salary cap. He then signed with the New England Patriots, where he saw valuable playing time as a backup running back, posting 184 total carries for 642 yards, 3.5 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns. He started the final 5 games of the season after Ramondre Stevenson suffered a season-ending injury. While Elliott clearly isn't the running back who could produce big runs that he was earlier in his career, he averaged 5.1 yards per carry during his rookie season in 2016. He still brings being a red zone threat to the equation. It was as recently as during the 2022 season that Elliott posted 12 touchdowns, ranking 5th in the league in the category. It's no secret that Dallas struggled with Tony Pollard as the starting back and Elliott out of the equation in red zone situations. Pollard not only ran for just 5 touchdowns, the Cowboys ranked 12th in red zone touchdown percentage after leading the league during the 2022 season with Elliott in the fold. That alone, combined with the affinity that the front office has for Elliott, Jerry Jones immediately left the door open for Elliott's return upon his release last year, should be enough to earn Elliott a spot on the 53-man roster. Barring an unforeseen development among the Cowboys' young running backs in training camp, expect Elliott to be around when Dallas kicks off the 2024 season against the Cleveland Browns. CeeDee Lamb sends a clear message about his contract talks. Summertime is an excellent time for NFL players to give something back to the communities that follow them, especially their younger fans. That's precisely what Dallas Cowboys star wide receiver CeeDee Lamb intends to do this week as he hosts his youth football camp in Round Rock, Texas. He also made it extremely clear that he is not open to discussing his contract situation with the Cowboys. Instead, the focus is on the little ones. Cowboys blogger Brandon Laurie acknowledged on X that the football camp is about the kids and giving back, before noting that it may be the first time Lamb will address his contract situation with the media. Lamb threw cold water on that suggestion. The wide receiver posted in response, "I'm not speaking about any contract negotiations. If that's your questions, you'll get 0 answers. It's about the kids." Lamb did not participate in the Cowboys' off-season activities as he actively seeks a contract extension. He also brushed off mandatory minicamp, which further indicated his ire at not having his financial demands met, and drew over $100,000 in fines from the team. Dallas opens training camp on July 25th in Oxnard, California, and few, if any, expect Lamb to be in attendance. As the NFL's wide receiver market has caught fire, the Cowboys star wants to be compensated in line with his status as a top wideout. He will enter the 5th-year option on his contract this fall and could be franchised in 2025. Barring injury, a payday is almost certainly coming down the road, but Lamb wants to be paid now at his performance level. But Terence Steele is a big key for the Cowboys' OL in 2024. Most of the attention on the offensive line this offseason has been on the new starters at left tackle and center. but the real focus should be on right tackle Terence Steele. Tyler Guyton, the Cowboys' first-round pick in April, is expected to be the starting left tackle. As for the starting center, it could be third-round pick Cooper Beebe, or Beebe could start out as a backup center and guard with third-year veteran Brock Hoffman starting at center. Training camp will sort all that out, but that isn't the most important area of concern on this line, because Steele will play the biggest role in which 5 players start on the line at the beginning and at the end of the 2024 season. An undrafted free agent in 2020, Steele went undrafted out of Texas Tech. Dallas cinched him to a 3-year deal for just under $2.3 million. Over his first 3 seasons, he seemed to have been a steal. Pardon the pun, he was an instant starter on the line opposite Tyron Smith. He missed just 1 game out of his first 46 games during his first 3 seasons. He even caught a touchdown pass in a 56-14 rout over Washington at AT&T Stadium on December 26, 2021. The Cowboys appeared to have their right tackle for the future. Knee injury sidelines, Steele then came a Week 14 game against the Houston Texans on December 11, 2022, at AT&T Stadium. Steele was rolled up on from behind during the second quarter. He suffered a torn ACL on the play that ended his season. Steele returned to the field last year as the starting right tackle for the Cowboys, and he did so with a massive contract extension that some questioned given his injury. Steele signed a 5-year, $82.5 million contract. He made a little over $4 million in 2023, but he struggled at times, clearly not 100% back from the injury. However, he did play the most snaps in a season in his career, 1,177 on offense and another 85 on special teams. So while not at his very best, he was out there playing. He'll have one more offseason of recovery and preparation under his belt when he arrives in Oxnard at the end of the month. Steele is set to make $11 million this year and $17 million in 2025. If he returns to pre-injury form, it will help cover for any growing pains that potentially having 2 rookies starting will bring. It will also validate the contract he signed. If not, if Steele falters, if Steele's play does not improve, or if he regresses, it will force a major shakeup on the line. The most likely result would be moving Tyler Smith to right tackle from left guard. Or possibly Smith goes to left tackle and Guyton moves over to right guard where he played at Oklahoma. Beebe would fill Smith's vacated guard position. Hoffman would be at center. The Cowboys' perennial Pro Bowl right guard, Zach Martin, would be the only player not caught up in the game of musical line positions. How that line combination would gel is unknown. If it does, the Cowboys would survive it. If it doesn't, at least they'll get an earlier pick in the first round in 2025. Steele's assignment in 2024: stay healthy first and foremost. Some pictures and videos from the offseason seem to bear out that Steele is in good shape. He also looks like he's working to shore up where he struggled last year. In 2023, then center Tyler Biadasz also had his struggles in both pass protection and run blocking. This forced Martin to look inside in case he needed to help. That left Steele by himself on an island. Hopefully, he won't need the help in 2024, but he's more likely to get it from Martin this year if Beebe or Hoffman elevate the center play. Also, with the rookie at left tackle, opposing teams are going to attack him with their best pass rushers. Last year, Steele drew those players. As long as he's 100% physically, he should have a much better year. The Cowboys' hopes for 2024 may just be riding on it.